So hello, who are you then?
Hey, I'm Nonu.
Nonu.
Play for the All Blacks.
Yeah. How many caps have you won now,
Not many. 46.
46. That's not many.
Not in this lifetime, no.
Okay, now where'd you come from back home?
I come from Wellington, a small place called Miramar.
Okay, and you've always played for Wellington, always been in that part of the world?
Yeah, born and bred in Wellington.
Yeah. Isn't that Lord of the Rings country, Wellington?
Yeah, what they call Middle Earth, yeah. Where Peter Jackson shoots and stuff there.
Okay, so just to clear this one up, there aren't actually hobbits and orcs in your neck of the woods?
No, there's no hobbits. I think they found only 6, I think.
Okay, now listen, what's it like being an All Black? I mean, you come from a small country. Is it like being in a goldfish bowl when you're an All Black in New Zealand?
Yeah, it can sometimes, in front of the media. But I guess, it's pretty special. From New Zealand, becoming All Black, and it's an honour.
Yeah. Now, what's your background? You're Maori?
You mean nationality?
Yeah.
I'm Samoan.
Okay. Were you born in Samoa or born in New Zealand?
No, I was born in Wellington.
Oh, okay. It's an awful lot of Samoans in New Zealand. And could you actually play for Samoa later in life?
Nah, you can't. There's an ROB ruling in New Zealand where you can't. If you play for the All Blacks, you can't play for another country.
Now, you over here just finished your autumn internationals, what we call the autumn internationals. You've done pretty well, haven't you?
Not too bad. It was a tough tour, but in the end, pretty successful.
Yeah. Now, listen, what's it like? Because obviously you're going to hold the World Cup in 2011, and you guys know your World Cup in your own country, New Zealand. Everybody thinks New Zealand's the #1 team in the world, pretty much all the time, except, and you know what I'm going to say, except come the World Cup. Is that real pressure on you guys, as if you have to deliver this time, especially in your own country?
Yeah, I guess it's been 24 years since the World Cup has been played in New Zealand, and there'll be pressure times when it comes to 2 years. But I think the last few times in the World Cup we haven't made it there and fallen short. So hopefully we can go all the way this time.
Yeah, I mean, does it frustrate you? Does it annoy you? Or do you take it on the chin when people like me say things like, oh, you haven't won the World Cup, but you're the best team? I mean, is that fair comment? Because that's fact, that's true?
Yeah, I guess, it's like you've seen it, in previous World Cups we haven't made it through to the finals, or we've lost in the finals or the semi-finals, and I guess, we play well year in, year out, and crucial times in the World Cup, we've fallen short, so hopefully we can get there in 2 years.
Now, Mark, tell us about the Haka, because up here, most people, you may hear a few jeers, but in general, I think people love watching the Haka. But could you just explain, if you don't mind, briefly, why it's so important? Because it's a lot more than just a little piece of entertainment for the crowd, isn't it? Yeah,
it's history, in the country, and it's something that Kiwis love to do. If you go around the primary schools in New Zealand, there's bound to be a Haka at every school. So you see, kids that are 5 years old and 6 years old that love doing it. And I guess when the All Blacks do it, it's kind of a proud moment when you do it while you're overseas.
And when you do it, especially overseas, and you confront the other team, I mean, does it help to pump you up as well?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's something that we get up for, and it just depends. At the end of the day, it's just only Haka, and then you still got to play the game.
So how do you find it coming up here, Mar? You've been up here a few times this time of the year. It tends to be pretty cold and wet, but to be fair, it's like that in Wellington and in your winter as well, I guess.
No, really, I think it's worse here. Wellington's a beautiful place. It's calm, and
it's never windy, is it?
It's only windy at night time, and that's when everyone's asleep, so you never really notice it. But we've actually been spoiled by the time we come in on the tour. Usually it's pretty cold and raining, but this whole tour has been actually pretty nice. We were in England for a week, and it was sunny. And I think we went to Marseille, it started raining for a week, and now we're back in London, it's sunny again, so I mean, it's nice to come over here.
Mar, what's the plan for you now? Presumably you're going home soon, and then what are you going to do? Enjoy a little bit of the New Zealand Christmas?
Yeah, go home and go to the beach and have a surf and spend some time with the family. My son just turned 1 while I was away, so spent some time with him.
Oh, so it's not quite your first Christmas with your son, but last Christmas he was just a small baby, tiny baby.
He was a month old, so he'll be walking now and it'll be good times.
Really? So you're looking forward to that? What are you going to do with your son then over Christmas?
Oh, take him for a surf, I guess, put him on the surfboard on the longboard.
You're seriously you're hoping that your 1-year-old son will be surfing?
Oh, I mean, because some parts will be calm really, and because in Wellington there's a lot of seafood where you can swim out about a couple 100 metres and put the muscles on the board, and that's where it helps. So I think you can just sit him on the board and take him out about 10 metres and then bring him back.
Really? So you're going to teach him young?
Yeah, have to.
The best way. Listen, going back to the haka, is it something that obviously you need to know when you play for New Zealand, but in actual fact, by the time you've got to be an All Black, you know it anyway? Do kids know it, do they? Everybody in New Zealand knows the haka, do they? Pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much know haka. There's a few hakas in New Zealand, but that's going back to where they have oldie classes and stuff, but kamata is the main haka where everyone knows. So.
Mark, what do we not know about you? We know you're a very big, aggressive, fast-running centre. You're very successful All Black. You love your surfing. You've got a little baby boy. What else do you like to get up to? What's your perfect day?
Man, there's not much about me. I'm just easygoing guy. Like to hang out with friends and family.
You've got that Samoan sort of laid-back way of looking at life, have you?
Yeah, I guess so. When the sun's shining, you're probably someone that's honey under the tree, in the shade, but no, I'm just enjoying life.
Were you affected or upset by what happened in Samoa a few weeks ago with the tsunami?
Yeah, I was upset. It happened on the southeast coast of the island. My family wasn't hurt because I live in the capital, but I have a few friends that families were tragically passed away. So it is a shame, but life goes on, and there's a lot of help there at the moment.
I mean, I've been speaking to quite a few Samoans on this subject, and even though thankfully your close family weren't in that part of the island, but I gather the whole island was in a state of terror, and they didn't know. There were aftershocks, there was fears of other tsunamis, so it wasn't great for anybody there.
No, it wasn't. The whole Samoan community was pretty devastated, especially on the island. And there are a few that live in America and different countries, so but the help's been great, I've heard, so there's a lot of things going back there.
Puts things in perspective, doesn't it? Even winning rugby matches, I guess.
Yeah, it does. At the end of the day, rugby's not everything.
Yeah. Okay, Mark. Well, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
And the best of luck.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay.